Israeli air raids on Gaza leave a Palestinian citizen killed and scores injured as the resistance shells Israeli settlements. Syrian Arab Army maintains control on a number of buildings in Sharshouh village in Homs countryside. Iraqi troops eliminate dozens of ISIS terrorists in Salah ad-Din governorate. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our news for today. Israeli occupation troops have escalated their barbaric aggression on various parts in the besieged Gaza Strip. They have carried so far more than 80 air raids, leaving scores of wounded Palestinians, including women and children, and causing huge damage to properties. The Israeli occupation aircraft targeted several areas in Al-Brej, Abu Jarad site, and the houses of unarmed civilians in Rafah, Khan Yunis, and Al-Qarara village, in addition to dozens of other districts. Israeli warplanes also shelled Al-Shuja'iyya neighborhood in Gaza. Meanwhile, Palestinian resistance brigades continue to launch tens of rockets on the Israeli settlements of Ovakim, Be'er al-Saba and Kriyat Malachi. Total blackout was imposed by the Zionist enemy and the losses it has occurred by the resistance strikes. Al-Qassam Brigade's rockets also targeted Israeli enemies' sites in Al-Ain Thalitha, 45 kilometers away from the strip. Al-Quds brigades have meanwhile fired 60 rockets within the scope of Al-Bunyan al-Marsus operation. As panic spread among the settlers, the Israeli occupation authorities were forced to stop activities and evacuate the settlements, transferring settlers to shelters. Welcome back. In Homs countryside, Syrian Arab Army units have maintained control on a number of buildings in Al-Badu neighborhood and in the southern part of Sharshouh village. Other Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists and injured others in the villages and towns of Al-Ghanto, Abu Hawadit, Salam Ghirbi, Al-Habra, and Unq al-Hawa, and destroyed the terrorists' machine gun-equipped vehicles in the village of Arshune. Meanwhile, Syrian Arab Army units eliminated many terrorists in Qasr al-Sharkasi of Al-Rastan, Al-Samalil of Al-Hule, and Hisriya in Homs countryside. In Aleppo and its countryside, Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists and injured others, destroying their vehicles and weapons. A military source said that Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists in Hanano and Ash-Sha'ar neighborhoods and the Old City, as well as in several other areas in Aleppo, in addition to 14 other towns and villages in the city's countryside. The source added that Syrian Arab Army units foiled an infiltration attempt by a terrorist group from the village of Al-Mansura into a military post, killing many terrorists and injuring others, and also destroyed several vehicles for the terrorists in other areas in Aleppo countryside. The authorities seized 2 archaeological pieces which had been illegally unearthed and placed in a farm south of Palmyra by the terrorist groups to be smuggled later outside Syria. The 2 pieces date back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. A source at Hom's governorate which reported this said the terrorists covered the painting with cement to hide it and facilitate its transfer, thus disfiguring the original form. Head of the OPCW-UN Joint Mission to Syria, Sigrid Kaag, has said that 100% of the total declared chemical material has been destroyed or transferred outside Syria. She added that the Syrian government has dismantled all the declared production, mixture and filling equipment and ammunition in addition to several buildings connected with the declared chemical weapons program. Kaag welcomed in an interview with the London-based daily Al-Hayat published today the shipping of the last cargo of the Syrian chemical material in the amount of 7.2 of the total declared chemical weapons material by the Syrian government via Latakia harbor. Kaag said that the Syrian authorities have always demonstrated a desire to work effectively to reach positive results. She pointed out that there were effective security challenges, adding that her task was to eliminate the chemical arsenal, a matter that is separated from the humanitarian and political issue. She said she was happy to help the Syrian people, affirming it was important for any effort to solve the crisis in Syria to start from the region and the interest of Syrian citizens in order to realize peace, security and justice and meet Syrian aspirations. Finally, the Iraqi army has eliminated 65 terrorists from ISIS organization and destroyed 11 of their vehicles in al-Sharqat district in Salah ad-Din governorate. A source in the anti-terrorism squad said one of its units, in coordination with the Air Force, targeted the terrorist group, killing 35 and torching 7 of their cars. They also targeted another terrorist gathering near Al-Hinka village, also in al-Sharqat, killing 30 terrorists and destroying 4 vehicles. With this, we end our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Nariman Qassam, but after a short break.